Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Jennifer Bowman with Olympia Piano, and this video is part of a series called Holiday Harmonizations, 12 Ways to Harmonize Melodies. I'm using Christmas songs for these videos, but you can use these techniques with many different types of melodies. So today we're on number 8, and it is Oh Christmas Tree, one of my favorite Christmas songs, and also I'm going to show you one of my favorite harmonizations. I think you'll get the most out of this video if you have watched my Harmonization 101 video where we fill out the Solfege Chord Finder. This is a free download, and you can find the download link in the description, where we figure out the basic chords that go with each solfege syllable. So it helps when you're trying to figure out which chords to play with melody. So this video will have 3 parts. Part 1 will be choosing the chords that go with the melody using that Solfege Chord Finder. Part 2 will be to learn the accompaniment pattern so you can play the accompaniment in your left hand and the melody in your right hand. And step 3, we'll take the chord symbols and put them above the lead sheet so you can accompany this piece in any key. Before we start any harmonization, I'm going to show you the fingering I like to use when I play this piece. So we're going to start with the thumb down here on G, but then it will move up to B. So 1, 2. Back down to G, and then move it back up. Now, put your third finger above where your pinky is. And repeat that pattern, but scoot down 1. Now back like we started. All right, now we can get started with the harmonization. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment and write in the solfege syllables, do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on, for the whole melody. And I'll just show you one little trick when we have a lot of repeated notes like we do in this piece. All of my examples are in the key of C. So in the key of C, so is G. So I'm going to just write do, and then when it changes. Line 2 is the same as line 1, so I'm just going to skip to the so here at the end. Same as line 1. All right, we're ready for step number 2, which is the harmonization. And what we're going to do is use this Solfege Chord Finder to choose either 1 or 2 chords per measure that sound good with the melody. We're not going to choose a chord for this first measure. This is called a pickup measure. 1 beat in this measure, 2 beats in that measure. So we're going to start harmonizing right here. And in these Christmas pieces or pieces with a simple melody, we usually start with the 1 chord, and it's a do. By the way, usually end with a 1 chord too, so I'm just going to fill that in right now. Let's see which chords sound good with me. So our choices are a 1 chord, C major, a 3 chord, E minor, or a 6 chord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 1 chord here, and then I'm going to try all of those choices. Sounds great. Okay, I'm going to go 1 to 3, E minor. Also sounds very pretty. And now I'm going to go down to A minor this time. All 3 of those chords work. So what I'm going to suggest is that for this piece, we start off with a 1 chord. We have the same in the second line. So maybe here we'll choose one of the other options. First line, I'm going to choose a 1 there. Okay, so now re. So with re, we have a 2 chord D minor, 5 chord G major, or 7 chord B diminished. So let's try them in that order. I'll start at the beginning of the line. D minor works for that. Maybe not so much the T, but let's see what the 5 sounds like. Five sounds good for all 3 beats, so 5 is good. And let's try also the 7 chord. also sounds good because it has a re in it, and a fa, and a T. So I'm going to say 2 works for the start, 5 is strong, and 7 diminished also works. I think for this first time through, because the second line is the same, I'm going to choose the 5 the second time and the 7 the first time. And now we've got a situation where the first syllable might not necessarily be in the harmony. I'll show you what I mean. So if we try these 3 chords here, 2, 5, and 7 with this, it might not sound like the end of the phrase. So I'm going to show you what I mean right there. So if I use the 2 there, and let me do the 5. See how those don't work? What that means is this is called a suspension. So it's coming back down to the main harmony note. So Do's harmonies are going to be 1, 4, and 6. 1 sounds great, very final. Let's try 4 now. 4 definitely does not work. And let's try 6. You might get away with 6, but I think in this context it's going to be 1. Here as well. And then the only thing we have to decide on line 2 here is which color chord we're going to use, a 3 or a 6, just to mix it up a little bit. So I'll play the line 1, 3, 5, 1, then I'll play 1, 6, 5, 1. 3 is E minor and 6 is A minor. So here's the E minor first. Or we have A minor going down. They both work, but I'm going to go with the 6 because it moves closer to that 5 chord. But the 3 does work. So we've got 1, 1, 7, 1, 1, 6, 5, 1. Line 3. So we have 3 choices. Our 3 choices for so are 1, 3, or 5. Here's 1, C major. That works. Okay, how about 3, E minor? Also works, and then let's try 5. 5 does not work. 1 or 3 works. I think I kind of like the 3. Then we have a situation again where this first note is a suspension, so we're going to do a harmony that goes with fa instead. So either a 2, D minor, 4, F chord, 5, 7, G7, or B diminished. Here's D minor. Oh, that's nice. Okay, here's F major, going up to the 4 chord, and let's go 3 to 5, and 3 to diminished 7. I think the 3 going down to the 2 is nice. They all kind of worked, but because we did the 3, going down to that 2 is nice. Okay, so now we've got fa again. So let's try all of those chords right here. So we got 3, 2, 1. Okay, 2 is okay. Let's try 4 now. 4 doesn't work. 5, 7. 5, 7 sounds really good. And finally, our diminished 7. okay too. But I think I like the 5/7. That feels really strong. We're coming back to the main tune. 5 will lead to, and we're going to go to Mi here. So Mi's choices are 1 chord, C, 3, E minor, or 6, A minor. Okay, 1 works well. Here is the minor 3. Doesn't really work. And 5/7 going to minor 6, which is A minor. You could do that. I'm going to go with the 1 though. But if you do a lot of verses, that would be an option for another verse. And then the last line, we're going to choose between 1, 3, and 6 for this last time. And then here, I'm going to choose the 5. I'm actually going to choose the 5/7 for that. So let's choose this last color chord. What I'm going to do is start on the 3rd line so we can put it in context. First I'll try 3, then I'll try 6. We already know that 1 works. Is very pretty. Let's try 6 now. I think I like 6 the best. Now we're ready to do the accompaniment, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite left-hand patterns, which once you get the hang of it is really easy to play and sounds beautiful. What it is, it's an octave on the outside, or sometimes a 7th on the outside, plus a 5th in the middle, sometimes a 6th. For this video, it's just going to be octave plus 5th. We're doing a very basic pattern, and you just roll up that pattern. And what I'll do in this video is I'll mix up the rhythm. That can be a way you can vary it. So you're going to start on the bottom, quarter notes, or 8th half note. The basic idea is this. And so forth. So what we're going to do is just write in the root of whatever the chord is. So this will be C. And I'm going to do the first one as quarter notes. And then the second one we'll do as 8th notes. So the tricky thing will be fitting this left-hand note before that 16th note. So it'll go together, left, right, together. And then now we're going to do the 7 chord. That's a diminished chord, so that is a tritone, that interval. And then back to the 1 chord with the 8th notes first. Now, second line, because we've done this nice simple pattern, we chose a few more colorful chords. So that'll be an A minor, and then G for this one, octave with 5th in the middle. If we wanted to, on line 3, we could mix up the rhythms instead of doing slow, 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 fast, slow. We could do 4 fast, or we could do 2 fast and 2 slow, or 2 fast, 1 slow, 1 fast. I'll show you all the different ways. Here's 4 fast. That's all 4 fast. Now I'm going to go slow when we go to the 5/7 and then fast at the end. Here's slow, quarter notes, then fast again. I like that one a lot. Now I'm going to do 2 groups of quarter notes for the second 2 measures. I think I like the slow on the 3rd one and then the fast again. So we'll have that one. Kind of brings out that it's a 7th chord. And then back to the faster one. Brings us back to the main music. Then let's do the same pattern for the first 2 measures. A minor this time. We just want to decide, do we want to go fast here? We're just going to play a chord here at the end. So let's try a fast one on the 5/7. Now I'll try a slow one on the 5/7. I like the slow one on the 5/7. But it's fun to make your own arrangements, see what you like, try it out. All right, we are ready for a playthrough. So left hand starting on one chord, which is C, right hand stretched out. So the first one is pretty straightforward. We just have that quick 16th that is by itself. Now this is the one that you just have to coordinate on your first few tries. It'll be together, left, right, together. And then left hand's gonna move down just a step. And then back up. Now moving down to the A minor and the G. Both hands move up, together, together, for all of those, together, together, together. Now they'll take turns, right, together, right, together, left, right, together, 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 right, together, 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 left, right, together, right, together, right, together, together. Now I'll play it a little more quickly, and I'm going to show you one other thing you can add, which is an up and down. And then this one I would stay up and down, staying up. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So play around with that accompaniment figure. Now we're at the final part of our video, which is the harmonization. And by the way, there's lots and lots of different lyrics for this. So I just printed one of the options. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these chord symbols, these Roman numerals, and we're going to put them above the words or syllables they occur on. So So for this accompaniment, I'm going to mix up the right hand with slow notes, up and down, fast notes. I was just showing you that up and down. Because it's up here, it sounds really, really pretty. So that's what the right hand's going to be doing. So the basic pattern with the fifth in the middle, played with finger 2, by the way. Left hand is going to play the roots of the chord. If you feel confident, you can play those roots of the chords in octaves. I'm just going to stick with single finger for this video. So when you're accompanying a singer or an instrument, you want to give them their starting pitch, which in this case is so G, and then give them maybe 2 measures of intro. It would work like this. Starting pitch is so, and I'll give you 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Move down. Christmas tree. It's fun to experiment as you go and feel which of those 3 patterns, the slow up or the fast hold or the up and down. When it's in the treble, the up and down seems to work really, really nicely. So we're on our final step, which is transposing it to a different key. This is actually pretty low key for singing, or it would be really high if you're singing it up here. But let's see. This is kind of a nice starting note, so yeah, that's a very peaceful key if we start here. So we look on here. What's our starting syllable? It's so. So if we want to start on this C here, we just work backwards. So down a whole step, fa, down a half step, mi, re, do. So that would put us in the key of F for the harmonization. So in the key of F, we've got our one chord would be F. And then we'd have our 7 chord. Remember in C, we just moved down a step. So we'll do the same thing here, but remember that in the key of F, there's a B flat. So you use the notes in the scale when you're doing the new chords. So that's going to be an E diminished. So the one will be F. This will be E diminished. And then the 6 in the key of F is down a third. So that's going to be D minor. And then C will be our 5 chord. And then back to F. A minor is going to be our 3 chord. And G minor, down a step from that, will be our 2 chord. Remember, use that B flat that's in the key. And then 5-7 is going to be C7, F. Minor 6 is D minor. Yeah, down a third. So now when we do this in the key of F, the transposed key, what I'm going to do is change the register. So I'm going to start high and I'm going to move down. And it gives a nice flavor to it, so you can mix up the accompaniment so you're not sitting in the same place all of the time. Now when you're first learning it, you might just want to sit in the same vicinity all the time, but once you get more comfortable, feel free to move around. So I'm going to start high in this one. Here's the starting pitch, so, which is C in this key. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Moving down a step, then move down, D minor, C, F. Now up to A minor, G minor, C, 7, F, and F. Now I'm going to go up and down, ending in an inversion. Thank you very much for watching this video. Holiday harmonization number 8. We did a new flowing pattern octave with a 5th in the middle. This pattern I use all the time in my harmonizations and pieces that I write as well. So try it out. Try the slow, fast, hold, or up and down. They are all very beautiful. I hope you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. There are 4 more in this series, which will be done by the end of the year. And I have lots of other cool things coming up. So subscribe so you don't miss anything. I love it when you write to me in the comments. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me if there's any videos you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to make that happen. And as always, thank you for watching.